And it's gonna be like, well, Finn's killing himself. That's episode 1 sorted. All right, all right, all right.
Okay. Well, I clicked record already, so I can crop that bit
Wait,
out.
we actually recording?
Yeah.
No, are we recording? Wait,
Yes.
when did we start recording? With me saying I was gonna kill myself
Yeah,
because I was.
we started that
Okay.
bit. I don't know if that's gonna be allowed on YouTube, but he didn't leave it.
Uh, well, yeah. Well, this will.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
it's
No,
not.
I'm not gonna joke it crazy style.
Okay.
I might.
Well, welcome to the
Hello.
podcast. We basically just had
Thank
this
you.
idea pretty last minute, and it's gonna be
Earlier today. No, he
well,
messaged me earlier today.
yeah, it was earlier today.
But I can timestamp it. I'm a doxer
Okay,
already.
but it's basically because we're kind of quite off the zerks most of the time, but I think this is gonna be a
Mhm.
bit more chilled out, like evenings
No, it won't.
recorded once a week, just chatting about the games from the week that has just gone by, or like if people want to send in their plays that are sick, then we'll do little
Yeah.
play-by-play reviews and just like
Mhm.
a bit of a weekly debrief, I think. So
Question.
yeah,
Week 1 hasn't ended yet.
well yeah, but we're doing a this is episode
I'm,
0. This is episode 0.
I was giving you a lead in, see, a segue
But
into
oh
the
wait, I
fact
need
that
the
we're.
episode number on the screen.
Yeah, it's episode
Okay,
0. It's the
okay.
Prequelations.
Do I need to
That's
add that?
a white power signal, isn't it? I shouldn't do that.
Okay, probably don't.
I'm like,
I'm gonna add
I'm
each
like
episode.
Elon.
Oh, we can talk about that. We probably shouldn't talk about that.
So we can talk about that. I mean, we'll see how much
Episode
of.
0. It's just gonna say
Yeah,
0 on the screen. Ep
it's like
0.
Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. If you've seen that, have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's the movie.
Yeah, I've
Like
seen
that
the
goes
movie.
between. Is peak right? It's good.
Um,
Or were
yeah.
you not fond of it?
No, I thought it was sick. Um, anyway,
Yeah, Dota.
back to
Dota. Yeah.
Dota. So yeah, that's pretty much what the plan is. And Yam has very kindly offered for us to take the High Ground podcast, but
Praise Yam.
we
Praise Yam.
praise Yam and all his
Yeah.
lordship, but we have decided to be the Lowground podcast because we're not quite on that level yet. So we're just gonna play
Yeah.
it by ear.
Yeah. No,
Um,
well, low ground's actually where it's at. High ground is boring.
well, you always throw if you go High Ground, so we're gonna stay on the Lowground.
Exactly. Zergswang.
It's a Zerg Swang moment, that's for sure.
Sorry. All
Um,
right.
so yeah, first topic I
Yeah.
think for this week, because obviously we've had a couple of games. Like spoiler alert, we've had a couple of games already. We're recording this on
Yeah.
Thursday, but
Thursday.
um,
Most importantly, I'm already undefeated mid.
well, you've given it away
Oh,
now. They weren't meant to know.
oh,
Actually,
sorry.
wait, no, they're listening. Wait,
Those
they're listening to this on next week, so they will know this. But Finn is
they will know this.
undefeated. I've not played yet. I won't
Undefeated.
be
Also,
playing
I
next
think
week.
it's sort of there are rumblings going around that Nathan might have been soul crushed, possibly
I
by
don't
Lich
know.
Midge.
I don't
People,
know,
I
dude.
hear every time I join a Discord, I hear people go, "Here he is! Oh my God, that's him!" And I'm like, "Oh, what's going on, guys?" And they're like, "Oh, nothing, Mr. Lich Mid, Mr. Big Dick Swinging," and
All
they're sort
right.
of blushing and stuff. Real, this has happened.
I need to turn my webcam
Um,
off in a minute. But we've got no
he's
games.
gonna hit the drive-through jerkulate.
Oh, no.
Sorry, no one else will know what that
No
is.
one else knows
I
why
was
he's just
there was
jerking
a
off
news
the
story about a
drive-thru.
guy who killed himself after being caught jerking off in a drive-through. Sorry, I was talking about it with
His name
Henry.
was Finn Amos.
No, I'm
No,
alive,
evidently
aren't
you're
I?
still here, so you were just
Fact
jerking it. You were
check.
jerking it and survived. That's the
Yeah, yeah,
difference. Um,
if you didn't die, did
so
you really
we've
jerk
actually
it?
spoken.
Anyway, right, on
Yeah,
topic.
we've
Sorry.
spent about 10 seconds talking about Dota. So
Right.
we've had no games. Well, we actually have, but we're just going to talk about that next week. So for now, we're going to talk about
Yeah.
the drafts, the player draft. By that I mean, and like all the different teams. So let's start off. Have you got the ideal
Yeah, you
draft
should.
sheet up?
Should I open it? Yes,
Yeah, I
that's
think you
what I
might
was.
want to open it. We'll go from left to right on the screen. Um, and
Where is it? Sorry.
it's literally it's ideal. Let me send you the link. Let me send you the link.
Oh no, I found it. I found it. I found it. I
Okay,
found it.
okay.
I'm on
Um,
season 30 though.
okay,
Give me a sec.
maybe change that one up.
Yeah,
So we'll
season
go
39.
left to
Here we are.
right, starting with JPK's team, which is 4 feeders and Bajan.
Yeah. Uh,
Thoughts?
okay. My originally that so I was gonna say later we might be doing like our predictions for the series a bit.
Oh
I
yeah, we
predict
need to
this
do
team will
predictions
win.
today.
This will win. This team is the winning team, in my opinion. They are the best team. Are they best team by numbers? No,
Uh, no, they're
but
definitely
I think
not.
I think that's partly because Bajan is underrated and Moose is underrated.
Yeah.
For context of Moose, Moose is about 2,000 MMR higher than me. Also, I'm told he's like 8k, but is worth less than me in Elo. Admin, I don't know, make it make sense, but still, that's the equivalent. If you change Moose's for my Elo and you change Bajan's to the Elo that I think he's already playing at, not to say he'll keep improving because he's come from League, JPK's team is maybe actually like 300 Elo higher than that, which would put him
Yeah.
easily above everyone else.
Yeah.
This
I
team is
agree.
very strong.
Also, I think I've been saying this to people for ages, but like we haven't seen JPK playing his game in the IDL yet. Like he's been
Yeah,
playing. I mean, with last season we won, but he was playing quite regimented Dota, and like that's not his style at all. And he was scary last season, but I know
yeah.
how much scarier he can be, like without the glaze, you know. But he's a
I,
dangerous
I,
player. He really
yeah.
is.
And I was speaking to earlier, and he doesn't. I mean, he's got a very Moose is the sort of offlaner who sets the pace of the game. He's like me. He plays like blink initiators,
Yeah,
and so he's got that. And then Lilith is going to be like your insurance policy, your carry. So JPK kind of has free reign to do whatever he wants, even nothing. Not to call him out already, and he may win anyway.
yeah. But I think that's his like dream playstyle is to just have
Yeah.
Lilith as a backup and
I've been playing with the JPK mid in pubs. I mean, anyone who watches it who played with that Kunka, they will know there's some stuff to be worked out on his mid lane. I typed in the team chat at one point, my mid lane equals Lycan shard, because all Joe was doing was split pushing waves until he died, and literally the Lycan player wet himself laughing. It's just... Anyway, but no, I think he is good at mid. He's definitely better than me. Like I lost a bunch of 1v1 mids against him earlier. This team is strong.
yeah. I think as
To talk
well
about other people in the team, also everyone on that team is sick.
they
Like
played
Sleepy
this.
Alex.
Yeah, Sleepy Alex is. I really wanted Sleepy Alex on my team, but I Joe sniped him at the last
Yeah,
round, and um,
I wanted him on my team too, but
yeah, I think they're
yeah,
really going to cook, and they showed it because they beat the you guys in the scrim. That
yes.
was the kind of that was a really strong team they were playing against, and then there was a like a Prequelations going on a little bit, but
Well,
it
what can you
looked
do?
they looked really good,
New to Death
and like
Prophet.
especially Moose's like shot calling was crazy. I thought it was
Yeah.
really good. Like it kind of just allowed
No,
everyone
I
else
think
to
he's underrated. I think his
yeah
elo's too low. I mean, I think apparently he played some of the in-house league and lost a bunch, and so maybe he started higher than me and he's ended up lower than me here. But like, it feels like he is at least on the level of me and Edgar, who are at the same point. Like, but there's a good 50 elo there that's unaccounted for. Anyway, next team, or should we
next
keep talking about
team.
this team?
No, next team. I've had enough of them. Next team.
Now this is, would you believe it, my second favourites for the season.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I think they
Um.
looked really. Wait, no, they haven't played yet. According to the podcast, they haven't played yet. So let's not
Yeah,
talk
they
about
haven't
the
played yet.
games that they if they
No,
have
no,
played. By the way, David.
no. I don't even think they're going to be able to beat Matt's team.
I don't know, dude. I think Matt's team's gonna absolutely stomp them. Not that I know the
Yeah,
future or
yeah, yeah,
anything, but
yeah.
um, they.
Unless, of course, they let Andrew get his signature Sand King.
I don't know if they. Surely they won't let that happen.
They wouldn't let that happen. They just wouldn't happen. Anyway,
But
sorry.
this team, like, I think Custard is one of the most underrated people in the whole league. Like, this guy plays a really
Yeah.
solid any position, anytime. Like last
Can
season
you
in mid,
can you tell this guy got a free win from Custard? I don't
I
know.
got a free win from Custard
Get
because
off it, dude. Get it out of your mouth.
he's actually cracked and is like
No, I
200
agree.
rating
I agree.
points in the draft. Like I don't know.
No.
In
And I mean, he's got almost the most season wins
no, this will be the most of all
in
time if he
history.
wins this. I think,
Yes, like, and he's won on almost every position.
and this will
He's
be
very
his
good at
one.
captaining. Like, he's very good at the draft. Um, and then the other factor is he's got Andrew.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen Andrew lose a captain's draft tournament, or I saw him come second one and win one in the three that I've seen or whatever. He is insane. I came second in my first season, losing to him in the finals because he just apparently can play Tusk mid good enough to 1v5. Like he finished in Ags and he just got a complete turnaround on the Tusk mid, and you know
yeah,
that's the sort of shit that you won't ban because why would you ban it? But
yeah. Aside from
I
that, like the team looks really well rounded. I think.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, Lucas, everyone's favorite sub.
and
You can also have him on your Dota team.
but like,
But no,
what's their lanes? I forgot. Is it Custard and
so it's Custard
Lucas?
Lucas and Dev QC, and those guys have played those lanes a lot.
Yeah,
I would predict that maybe this Custard Lucas lane is quite good. I wouldn't say that I know or seen it in action, but
yeah.
if you were to lane, let's say, Mars into it, you could end up with no farm.
You could. Not that we know that
You,
that's happened.
not that we know that that sort of thing would happen, but it could be really oppressive.
It could be
Um,
impressive. Could be impressive and oppressive.
Impressive. Yep, 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 yep.
So yeah, I like this team. I'd say they're definitely second.
To talk about everyone for a second, like Dev was the most successful player in the in-house league, which you could say made him like upped his elo before the season, or you could say indicated that he was a value pick. Like I think he's playing really, really well, definitely above his elo. QC is the classic enigma. Like you don't want to pick him too early, but also he is really good because it's like he will go from like once you get him on a QC hero, it's a bit like me. Once you get him on a QC hero, it's like, oh, well, this guy's actually 600 elo above where he should be. And if you don't get him on a QC hero, it's a bit more like maybe he's overrated. That's what people are saying. I love QC. Um,
So an absolute enigma.
yeah,
I think it works really well with this team though. Like Custer's such a solid player. Andrew, is going to do well. So QC can kind of
yeah,
circulate a little bit, do what he wants, and
yeah. And they'll grow into the season a bit because
yeah,
Andrew has been not playing a lot of Dota,
yeah.
and now he's back. He's playing at 6 a.m. I've seen him at 6 a.m. I mean, I hypothetically could see him at 6 a.m. Or can I say that that's happened? I don't
I don't know, dude.
know. But yeah, he's
Um,
back on, and I mean, MMR wise, the highest. Anyway, keep going.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm a tangent
No,
guy,
no.
a yapper.
Far away. Next team is the biggest like question mark for me, just because I've not seen much of three of the players. Like I've not seen um, Saboteur play much.
Saboteur.
I've not seen a Squirrel play much, and I've not seen um, Myranth play that
Yeah.
much.
It
That's
almost makes you
right
think that
answer. Yeah.
we shouldn't be hosting the
I
podcast, but
don't know.
I haven't seen a lot of them either. One thing to know about this team is that they are old. They are physically old
Brother,
men.
where is this going?
No, no, no. It's just I remember Nathan saying that he was
Old
the
man.
Nathan saying he was the third youngest on the team, and if you know what I'm saying, Nathan did know him. Yeah, this is an old team. This is it's
Damn.
boomers, right? But they're also the establishment. Nathan and Sabato are the two admins of the IDL, the two people who run it. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Don't get on the
if
wrong
you
side.
beat
I mean,
them,
like, yeah,
if
you
you beat
might
them, you're
just leave.
banned.
Yeah, they might just win by forfeit by just banning everybody
Yeah.
against them. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever
Easiest
you do,
season win.
don't play Lich Mid into them
Dude, I
because
wouldn't
you
recommend
might
it.
you might do some mental damage.
To yourself. To yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Set to yourself. Yeah, hypothetically, allegedly, allegedly.
Allegedly.
No,
I think
no, it
Lab
was
could be a like star player on this team for sure.
yeah,
He's playing carry this season, I think, and I'm really excited to see it. To be honest, I only really
yeah.
known him as an offlane player, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, he signed himself up for both, but obviously his hero pool more lies in the off lane. I think that's fine to say,
Yeah.
and but that's the sort of thing where off laners are the most broken heroes in the game. Source, I'm an off laner. It's not actually that bad. Like it's not. There are a lot of people you could pick that can do both, and Nathan has got a strong mind. Clever guy. I don't know. I've sounded like Trump. Um, no, I think this is a good team. It's very much dependent on what's it called? How well they ball in the early, because I know that Sabat and Lab like quite dominating gameplay styles.
Hmm.
Sabat likes the gyro 4 and to run around getting kills and stuff like that. And then Lab likes Viper and Razor and stuff that wins its lane and starts to
Yeah.
snowball. I don't know much about Phil. He makes good Photoshop edits.
Sick. I mean, Nathan seemed to think this team was. He said um, he sees it doing well, but like struggling to beat the JPK team, and I think that's kind of where I stand on it as well. Like JPK's
Yeah.
team just does look ridiculously strong. Like, but I think get Lab on the right
Upper bracket.
heroes, get Will on the right heroes, get Nathan on the right hero, like, and they can definitely win this whole thing as well.
I mean, elo wise, they are
They're higher in
higher.
Elo. Yeah,
It's just draft score lower. So it looks like they're team lowest, but like elo wise, they are higher.
yeah,
And I mean, Nathan's getting his grinding on now.
yeah.
Uh, right, next team.
Next team, Church of Chapel Roan.
I mean, we love Chapel Run.
We love Chapel Roan.
To start, I'll say that.
This,
Ally as well.
like,
Also 6 foot.
I think
Um,
having
just throwing it
QM,
all out there.
QM and Semmel on a team is scary. Like, that's two
Yeah,
players
they're
who you're
strong, man.
scared to face in two lanes, and I don't like the sound of it. Like, a lot of the,
Yeah,
if you look at the side lanes and a lot of these, a lot of the teams this season, there's a lot of like very solid side lanes, but there's not any exceptional side lanes, I would say, that's like two-star players, you know? And
yeah,
one of these players can just dominate a side lane, and there's not much you can do about it. I'm assuming this season that QM's going to be playing in the side lane and Samuel's going to take mid, but actually, is it Samuel
yeah.
1? I don't know.
We don't
Maybe
know
they'll
yet.
just flex it. Maybe they'll flex it.
We've not seen them play, and that's
We
actually
actually
true.
haven't seen them play, yeah.
Yeah, we genuinely haven't. I think it might depend on the pool. So, I've played Captain's Draft season with Semmel in the past, and like he has a lot of heroes, but on the chance that one of his heroes doesn't show up, like it did seem like he would rather not mid. So having QM there could
Yeah.
serve as like, well, QM will just go mid, and then you can bust Semmel out one of his pos ones, and then you'll be laughing. Obviously, like this team requires a lot of bans, which in Captain's Draft is always scary. Like you can't let QM Leshrac or QM Crop through, but you'll open yourself up for a Semmel Zeus or a Semmel Sniper in the wrong pool, and so you're sort of watching mid lane from two sides because they haven't showed anything yet.
Yeah.
Um,
And Kiwi
yeah,
as well is the perfect kind of third core because Kiwi loves to buy the auras. We saw him like her last season on the it was Nathan's team and Taylor's team.
yeah, yeah.
And
I thought they were my pick for punching up that
yeah,
season. Of
oh
course, we
my
didn't have a
god.
podcast. We didn't have a podcast to do the awards. They were my pick for punching up. It's interesting. Just as a quick aside, I know this is going to sound petty, but like, I win a second season and then I don't even get the chance to be best off
Mic
laner. It's
off.
like they're keeping it from me, you know. And now I'm mid, and I'm
Mic
not going to get it
on.
for a third season, even when I could doctor the results to make myself best off laner. Anyway,
Yeah, like
I'll get there.
Kiwi ultimate aura builder and like we saw her last season just doing everything required to enable the team as a whole. Like
Mm,
that's part of the reason in the fights why Taylor could just kind of do their own thing, and definitely Nathan could do their own thing, and because Kiwi would just build all the auras, sit at the front, cast the fucking torrent storm, and then just win the fight, and then kind of let everyone else just
yeah.
take over once
Just
they,
put rum on all the cores, and then what can you do? I
yeah,
mean,
like super value.
and I think it's a valuable sort of offlaner to have. I mean, especially when you've got two playmakers in your other course, like
Yeah,
you can just have an offlaner who sits there to do auras. And also, I mean, I think Takibi can make plays. I think they punch up very nicely. I think they're a
yeah.
strong player.
Also, may I just
I
say,
don't know.
I think playing with Kiwi is awesome. Like I've not played that many games, but they're so enjoyable to play with. Just
Yeah,
want to put that out
chat,
there.
and they like to slay the spire board game, so it's extra points.
Yeah.
Um,
No glaze though. No
what's it
glaze.
called?
We're not about glazing
No
on this
glaze, no
podcast.
glaze. No, no, this is actually a negative only podcast, which is why
We
I
love
fucking
negative.
hate Goldrian. No, I love Goldrian.
Fuck this guy. Most wins in IDL. Fuck this guy.
Is it? Does he actually have most wins in
Most
audio
wins
history?
tied, I think, with Custard. I think. Yeah.
Ooh,
So
okay.
bit of
Hang on.
experience.
Actually, I kind of want this team to win now, just so that he gets a gap
Just,
on Custard.
just so Custard.
I
Gets
love
a
you, Custard.
gap.
Sorry, I love you, Custard, but like,
Wins one season,
we
carried by
can't.
Custard, and now this. Ah.
Hey, it's not. I'm not one season dog. I'm a 2 season champ. Okay.
All right.
Some people say he's never lost a captain's mode season.
Damn. All right. All right. I think Goldrin's sick as well.
Dog, you've never lost a captain's mode season.
Yeah, I've only played one.
Yeah, well,
Whatever.
still. Anyway, I don't know Hannah and Goldrian as well. I've never had a bad experience with either of them. I think they're both quite strong players.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
And
I really like playing with either of them. I think they're both really solid and good value, and like don't really make any mistakes. Is what I've noticed from both of them. So you're off the circulatories.
I am a little bit off the circulatories.
Anyway, next team is my team. So
This team's shit team. Fucking hell, look at the draft score.
yeah,
Laughable.
yeah, but
1-8. Are you kidding me?
the draft score is not what you got to think about because it's I picked from middle of the pack, so I got all the compressed draft scores.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
And
little bro.
like I love my team, but it does it does rely on H God turning up, and this is my
Yeah.
project for the
Wait, yeah,
season.
brother, you are H God. What the hell are you
No, no,
talking
no, no,
about?
no. I'm the subsidiary to Higgsy. I think if Higgsy pops off, my team is gonna cook. If Higgsy
Hmm.
has a flop, then
No pressure,
no
Higgsy,
pressure,
if you're
Higgsy. No
watching this.
pressure,
No
Higgsy.
pressure if you're watching
But
this.
I'm confident
Um,
he's gonna cook. I'm confident. I'm really
Higgsy,
confident.
I love you. Um, uh,
You wouldn't be able to stream right now if it wasn't for Higgsy.
yes, I would be down. I'm down on my knees for that, Higgsy.
I'm down on my
Uh,
knees giving something
I
so
mean,
he can carry me this
no, I
season.
will. I mean, what's it called? I would not have, done a lot of stuff without this PC. Thank you, Higgsy.
One IDL carried by the PC, carried by Higgsy.
One IDL, reached Immortal, did all of the bosses in Elden Ring, shagged Henry's mum.
That didn't
Shagged.
happen.
No, it did. It did.
That was my
It
dad.
did. You went there. Well, both.
All right.
One, then the other, and then
Okay,
back
fair
to the
enough.
mum,
Okay, fair
and
enough.
then the sister.
Okay, fair enough. Settle now.
Sorry, don't say fair enough. And then the dog. Do
Settle
you
now.
have a
Settle. I have two dogs.
dog?
It's a
Well,
Chihuahua.
did you
It's
have?
still alive, so. Um,
Yeah, it would be.
what the hell? Okay,
What
let me
the
talk about my
hell?
goddamn team
Right,
now.
sorry, I am off the rails. Yeah, sorry.
Um, I'm yet to see Higgsy play that much, so this is a bit of a gamble. But like, I listened to one of Yam's podcasts earlier, actually, the old ones. I went through
Oh,
the history books, and Higgsy was in
research.
contention to be carry of the
Congratulations,
season.
that makes you the first person to ever listen to. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
But
I love yeah. That's why I did that joke.
Higgsy was in contention to be carry of the season for season 36. So I think Hayden
No,
got
he
it
played
and Edo
really
got it
well.
tied.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. I remember that.
I'm
He
ex-
played really well that
yeah, yeah.
season.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think he can absolutely cook. And Charlie, I picked first, and I really wanted Charlie because to be honest, I don't even know. He's just the chillest dude and is really solid
Real,
and really
real.
underrated. Like I think he's
Yeah.
so underrated.
It's so nice. They named him Nice. This is
Literally,
the nice Charlie we're
literally.
talking about.
Pick and paste and let him live in
Ugh.
your face. That's what they say.
Who is saying that?
Me, dog. I don't know. This shit is not making it to YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Dog. Dude, this might have to be like a on request DM to people who want to listen to it.
It's episode 0, so wait,
It's
my
episode zero,
episode 0
exactly.
doesn't even. Oh
We
shit!
not be
Wait, hold
recording.
on. It was on
No,
my.
please,
Oh,
please,
there we
dude.
go. Wait, no, I fixed it. I
Okay,
fixed
we
it.
weren't recording. This is
We
just.
were recording. We were recording. Yeah, yeah.
If you do this again, and like, if we do this again because you've not been recording, I'm gonna be like angry. I'll be
Okay,
sat
I
there
have to
like
go to bed.
silent.
I have to go to bed.
Yeah,
I did
okay,
check. I
good.
did check. I did check.
Uh,
Um,
I, 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 right.
then, yeah, Vlup is just sick. I don't know. We didn't need to say much about Vlup. He's just the go. Also really
Yeah.
underrated. Like somehow I'm higher rated than Vlup. Brother is like Divine 3 and is
I
just
mean,
one of the best support.
you
Yeah,
won
but
your second season.
got
It
carried by
does
Custard, got
this.
carried by Finn. I don't know. Vlup is just sick as well. Like I've better rate Vlup. I think it's
Yeah.
unbelievable. So and then Seth I picked kind of because at the breakfast table that morning in Birmingham we were doing a
No.
draft sim and Charlie said, I really like Seth, they're sick. So I just thought Seth I wanted Alex was the highest rated player left, Sleepy Alex, and then got taken by JPK. So I took Seth next because of
Yeah.
Meanie Greenie's recommendation. And yeah, I mean, Alex was like 200 points higher than Seth, I think, at least. So it would have been a no-brainer in terms of just pure draft
Picking
scoring.
Alex first. Yeah.
Also love
I've never
Alex, of
played with
course.
Seth. I can't
No,
speak to
I've
Seth.
never played with Seth as well, but
You know,
I'm really excited for it. Really
we
excited
love you,
for it.
Seth.
Yeah, we love you, Seth.
Um,
Hopefully.
yeah. My quick rundown of your team. Starting with, we'll go from the bottom up so we end on you. That's fun, right?
Yeah,
Seth,
that's fun. Okay.
I don't know, obviously. Vlopius is a very like again, he's one of these ban demanding players.
Mm.
Like and for your not like highest elo player to be ban demanding is quite important. If I'm playing into your team or a team with Vlopius on, I will not let Nyx Assassin through. I will ban it
Mm.
every time. And it's Nyx Assassin, it's Spirit Breaker, it's Hoodwink, it's Undying.
Undying.
You
Yeah.
have all these heroes that if you let them through, not to give everyone the chip of how to beat your team, but all these heroes that if you let them through, Vlapius is going to be just such a
Carrying
pain
the team. Yeah.
in your side that you should probably not bother letting them have them. But then, of course, you also have Charlie, who is the exact same with the
But
pace
mid.
demon. I would also never let Charlie Sniper through. So say I'm playing against your team and Sniper and Nyx are there, and Viper or whatever. Sniper Nyx Viper, Sniper Nyx Razor, something like that. I have no bans for the Henry Marcy, which I think is also a ban, and I have no bans for anything Higgsy wants to play. I think Higgsy will be playing whatever he wants in any given game,
Yep.
just because of the rate at which
Yeah,
other
yeah,
people guarantee bans, and so that should mean that you basically have a strong carry every game.
yeah. And also, I feel like I haven't mentioned it at all, but I'm playing three this season, which is
Yeah,
obviously I've never played three in the IDL for any game, like not even in house. I don't think. I think I've played two carry games as in houses, but never three. Um,
yeah. I think you got it in you. I think
I've been playing a
you
lot of
laned with
three recently. I'm practicing.
you
I'm
laned with the
locked in.
best.
I'm locked in.
Um,
I laned with the best.
there's
I'm
not a
learning
lot
from the
of
best.
super strong safe lanes this season
So
because
I
I'm
don't
mid.
know. Let me cook. Let me cook. I might cook. I
Yeah,
might
I
be
think
ass. I have no idea.
no, I think it's like I think you're a very lane dominating kind of player. Like you are good at getting loads of denies, you're good at getting loads of losses, and you're really good at like just pumping people out the lane. We had a lot of lanes together where there was just nothing the enemy carry could do, and
Yeah.
so provided you get the hero where you can do that, and then also you're a ban demanding off laner as well. Like your whole team was banned because you don't want to play into Timbersaw or Brood ever, really.
No.
Not to tell people that you play Timbersaw and
I don't play
Brood.
Timbersaw and Brood. You should let them through every game.
No. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
won't
yeah,
have any
yeah,
problems. Well, I did
yeah.
lose
And
my
just
in-house
don't
with
look
Brood,
at what
so
I ban when I play against their team. Ban whatever you want, but I'm going to ban that stuff. Anyway,
okay. Next team,
next team,
Edgar's team.
Edgar's team.
I don't know if does Edgar's team actually have a name yet.
It's Jace. It's
Oh yeah,
carried
it's
by.
Jace. Jace gonna
So
carry
their team
us.
name isn't Jace.
Is
It's
Jace gonna
Jace gonna
carry us?
carry us.
Yeah.
It's like
Um,
X gonna give it to you.
I mean, I
It's
cast this game that didn't happen yet, and they looked really good. They looked really good. Without
yeah.
spoiling the game, actually, yeah. Let's not talk about it because we're talking about it next week. But
Yeah, yeah.
I think,
If we remember.
yeah, I think it's might be similar with my team in terms of if Edgar can get story time cooking, then this team is going to be nuts.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean it's a classic formula. Story time, and you're a mortal mid laner, and
yeah,
like you just let it cook. Nelson, I don't know anything about. I've never
neither.
played a game with him.
Sorry, Nelson.
Uh, but I am the world's strongest Jacist. I'm a
Jacist.
I'm a huge
Oh,
Jace
we have
fan.
a but just a preview for the awards later. We have a Jace award, so
Yeah, there is a Jace
that's going to be
award,
a mystery
which
award, which
I'm
we'll put
not
predictions forward for the end
gonna
of the
say
season.
who I think the Jace award is going to, but I
It's
mean,
the
I
the bookies are open
mean,
if people want to get bets
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Um,
Matcha fixing has been on the line, and
matcha fixing.
the Jace award it
There's a
might
clear
be
favorite
going
right now. That's all I'm going to say.
might be going this way to this guy.
um,
Anyway, yeah, I mean, super strong draft score wise, super strong
yeah.
elo wise.
Yep.
I think importantly for Jace that it's going to make it to the end of the season.
Jace
Fingers crossed.
Jace is also and Edgar. Jace and Edgar both ban demanding. Like you have to ban Jace's Phoenix, you have to ban
Yep.
Edgar's Puck, you have to ban Edgar's Ember Spirit. Not that those three bans happen in any of the games at all because they haven't played yet
Yep.
because we're recording this
Yep.
before the game, definitely.
Mhm.
But yeah, Ollie running free on whatever they want as well. It's just I don't know. It feels good. It
It's
feels good.
very powerful. Very, very powerful to
Yep.
have some like band running calls like that. And I mean, it's a high elo team for a reason. And it really is like just a case of getting Will in a place where he can comfortably storm the game. And Edgar's
Yeah.
quite a good mid for that. Like he's reliable. Like you're never gonna have a game where you go like, oh shit, like we've got to make up for Edgar's shortcomings. He
Yeah.
always does good mid,
Yeah.
like if not great.
Yeah.
I.e. when he's playing into me.
Yeah.
Um,
100% agree. And with that,
I don't know Nelson.
we're moving on to the Bristol Carpet
The
Factory.
the Bristol Cover Factory. Yeah, we should have been naming the names of the last two teams.
Oh, well, my team is Zergswang, and Edgar's team
Well, no,
is
no, this is like
Jace
the opportunity
Carey.
to explain what Zergswang is, because I'm sure there's a lot of people
Oh
who
yeah,
don't actually
so
know.
So in chess, you have something called a Zugzwang, which is basically no player wants to
Mm.
make a move because both moves will make the position worse for that player. So it's like, oh, I don't want to move because it'll just make me lose. So
Yeah,
the Zergswang is in Dota. It's the term I've
use it.
coined where no, neither team wants to make a move on the map because they might lose the game. So that is a
Yeah,
Zerg sway. So
it happens a lot. I
that
mean,
does happen a
almost
lot.
every game this patch, it feels like a Zerg swing where
Yeah.
everyone has a team where they would rather counter initiate than initiate, so they're just waiting.
Hmm.
Uh,
Um,
then the Edgar's team is Jace Go and carry us,
yep. And then
which we did say actually,
Pete's
and
team
then right the team we're talking
is Bristol Carpet
about
Factory.
Bristol Carpet
This is
Factory.
the ultimate vibes team. Like, this is the
Yeah,
ultimate vibes team. This looks like such a.
I
I want to be in the comms of this team every game
I
whilst I'm
I
casting.
just think the comms of this team is a prolonged conversation between um Pete and Jordan, with Bojo there for political balance. It's literally just Pete and Jordan going crazy, going woke, and then occasionally, Bojo ripping with the Dacia joke. But then I think Sean and Jeansy has locked in silent, actually winning the games.
I mean, without meaning to talk about the games that they may have played, this team could potentially be very strong. Could potentially be very
Yeah,
strong. Pete mid is the question mark. I think it goes without saying.
I don't think anyone's going to fault people for saying that.
No, I don't think
I
anyone
love
is,
Pete.
but
I love you, Pete, but
it is a question mark. It might be sick. It might be Dookie. We have no idea.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even know if
And I
Pete
can't
has any
throw
idea,
stones.
to
I
be
think it might
honest.
be shit mid.
I don't
I
know.
think something that's really strong with this team is their supports are just insanely stacked elo wise.
Yeah.
Bojo is underrated for being like a high ancient player
Yeah.
elo wise, possibly because he plays in houses while under the influence of alcohol. We
Possibly.
don't know.
I don't know. That's just what people have been
We
saying.
don't know. Just one simple trick. Anyway, but like
They've got the best
I
offlaner
played
in the
a
IDL.
scrim. I played a scrim against this team. We can talk about that because it's in the past, right?
Yeah.
And I just felt, and I have good supports, right? Like Jab and Rhino, good supports, but this team has like some great supports, and I truly felt vision deft at every step.
I
Felt like
think.
every time I tried to make an initiate, they saw me first, and it
Yeah.
just made it impossible. I
I,
think
I think Jordan is a
Jordan,
mastermind. He's the mastermind of Dota. Like every time I watch his
yeah,
games, I'm learning. I am in awe. The way he moves
yeah,
his team around the map, like I know it's Pete's team, but I feel like JJ is kind of going to be orchestrating the moves around the map,
yeah.
and he is a genius. His warding is always on point. His moves are always on point. Like it's very rare that he'll be on a team and they will do something and you're like, they probably shouldn't have done that as a team. You know, I feel
Yeah.
like if they win, it's on his back, and if they lose, it's not on his back. Like I don't want to glaze, but like it's kind of true. It's
Well, it sounds like a fucking backhanded glaze, and you're calling the rest of the team shit.
no, no,
I
no,
would say
no,
if they
not
win, it's
that,
on
not that team,
Jeansy's
just
back,
a team.
and if they lose, it's on.
If it's on Jeansy's back and he's
it's
not the
on
best
Dodger's
player in
back.
the IDL, because right
I
now
I
he's the
think
best,
I think Jeansy is
the best off
insane.
player in the IDL.
So Jeansy's the strongest scorer on that team. Like you don't have to, we're not
Yeah,
sugarcoating it
yeah,
and stuff like that. Like he is and but like when you take the strongest score on your team and you give them the support Bojo, like that is a
especially like
scary
Bojo and Tusk or
offlane.
something. I don't know.
I would say it's close to maybe one of the scariest offlanes to ever do it, who
I don't
could
know.
possibly host a podcast. I don't know. I don't know
I don't know.
who they could be, but that is powerful. Like
Yeah, it is really powerful. And Sean is cooking in the games that I've seen. Not that I've seen any games from them this season, but Sean looked on
silent
fire.
but deadly,
On fire.
like a fart.
Um,
He is
yeah. And now
strong.
let's move on to the highest draft score team. Wait, no, second highest
I
draft
think
score team.
Jordan is the. By the way, Jordan is also the best Dota player ever.
Yeah, I would say that.
He taught
He
me
should be at
everything
the
I know,
international.
so he's basically immortal.
Yep.
And what's it called? Best guy ever as well.
Yep. And most
And
handsome.
yeah, most handsome.
Yep.
And
I'm on board.
yeah, yeah.
Right, your team.
I'm gonna make him an uncle. Um,
What?
that's just normal. Like,
Oh yeah, that
sorry,
is
my team.
normal.
um, right, my team. Should I talk about my team? I guess
Yeah.
I should. What do I do here? So, I cooked. Ed 5.
What did
Right?
I do here? I cooked.
Ed 5, right? I want you to point to the last captain's draft season, with a sample size of the last 4 seasons, that Ed 5 lost. Oh, you're gone.
I'm literally like...
Sorry, I tapped back to the cameras and you were gone. You can't do it. Anyway, I did a whole
Literally gone.
spiel and then I tapped to the cameras and he's just gone. He's like, "Oh, the fuck am I talking to?" Anyway, you can't. He has won the last 2 captain's draft seasons.
Yep.
That might put his elo a bit high, but also, he is good in captain's draft. What it is that like he's a very very versatile carry pool, and it's like a carry pool you don't want to ban because a lot of them feel bad, which is a weird way to put like. But you never want to ban Wraith King. You think you can
Yeah.
outplay a Wraith King, and you never want to ban Venge. You think because Venge is a support, and you don't really need to deal with the Venge support. But he is. I shouldn't give all the tricks away, but he is dangerous on those heroes. Like so dangerous that
That
I
card's
think I
already
could.
been played, my friend. If I've
So dangerous that I think I could throw mid and he'll carry me. I think Josh what like has won one of his 3 seasons. He's an incredibly versatile player. And he started playing the game. He only played all random. So his hero spread, like mine's really stacked. I play my heroes, but Josh basically plays fucking everything and anything.
yeah,
And so, and he will play anything or anything. If I told Josh like, heads up, sweetheart, you're playing Doom Pos 4, he would just dutifully do it,
yeah,
and he would do it good.
yeah, yeah.
Jasper is like one of the higher rated supports
I
this
think
season.
Jasper's a bit of a question mark because of he's playing support, but let's not forget he's
Yeah.
like a divine player
Yeah.
and has been cracked on carry for the past few seasons. Like, there's no reason
Yes. I was gonna
he
maybe I'll use
can't
this
be cracked as
podcast to
support.
float it. If do you think it would be wrong if I made him play mid some games occasionally? Do you think that's immoral?
I don't think it's immoral. I don't know if it's the best. I don't know. It could be the best if you get an MOD.
What?
But
I mean,
actually, I
you
played
don't-
with. Sorry, you did it to my team.
the-
I played with a Jasper OD as a POS 4 OD. I was playing
yeah.
a hero that probably got removed from the game or something. I don't know, so I'm not going to give it away. But it was he was sick, and we absolutely smashed
Yeah.
the lane. Like, I think we were playing
He's
into was it Semmel? And it was like having him as a support on OD was crazy. Like, there was nothing Semmel could
yes.
do. Uh,
I think if he gets comfortable, if he's playing it well, I think he's going to be really really strong.
yeah,
Because a lot of the time, these IDL games they come back to these like super long slog fests because everyone can't quite get clean enough to end the game, and what it ends up deciding is who of the supports gets closest to being a core, and Jasper will do that well. Like my plan is that Jasper will become the fourth core on the team every time, and I've won with that mentality before where that was me and I played POS 4. Well, it was Josh and he played POS 4. So I'm kind of hoping that Josh Jabba becomes what me and Josh were in the season we won, where it's like 3.5s laning
yeah,
instead of a 3 and a 4. And, it's strong for a lot of reasons. It's weak for a couple of reasons. But, like, someone dies, the other guy picks up the farm and
yeah,
etc. And I think he's getting the spark back. He's got his groove back.
yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
cook up
And it's
a
only going to get better
season.
throughout the season.
Yeah. And then Ryan.
Oh,
I mean,
love.
go ahead. Right. I love Ryan.
Me too.
I hadn't actually played much Dota with him before. He is so good at following orders, which sounds like, a backhanded compliment or whatever, but like, I told Ryan, hypothetically, this hasn't happened. I
Hypothetically, because
told
this
Ryan,
has not happened.
I hypothetically said, like, you're going to get a Yule Scepter, and you're just going to Yule's off Nathan's, hypothetical Nathans, who may or may not be Nathans, who may or may not be Spirit Breakers W over and over again. And he just did it. Like, and he did it really well. His button pressing is insane. And he just basically hasn't played enough Dota to make the calls on his own some of the time. So
Yeah,
I think Ryan's an insane pickup.
yeah. I think Ryan
Uh,
on the big button presses, like Disruptor, can be just kind of win you games by winning the fights just entirely on the back of an ulti
Yeah.
or a good spell. I've seen it happen like quite a lot. And
Now, if you want to talk about this team's downside, this team's weak link, it's their mid lane.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Best
Uh,
mid lane in
we'll
the
see.
IDL. No, just best
We'll
offlane
see.
best.
Well, people are saying it. No,
Nathan's been saying it.
Nathan's saying I am not a very confident mid. I'm not very like I've not played a lot of it. I played less than like 1/18th of all my Dota games were mid. I don't play it very often. I don't play it very well. So if this team goes wrong, it's basically because I'm mid and not off lane.
Well, you kind of cooked the other day, to be fair. You played Death Prophet and you cooked, but then it kind of went downhill. But you never played Death
Yeah,
Prophet and it still
well,
looked
did
really
I?
good.
No, but I should be. I should be diffing Joe. I shouldn't be going sort of even with
Okay,
Joe.
Joe's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I know he's pretty good, but I lost a bunch of 1v1 mids to him earlier today, but on the big picture, I should be diffing Joe.
Okay,
This is
I'm
my
excited to
humble
see
opinion.
it in the actual in the real
I
games.
can't wait. I can't wait for like I don't know when it'll be tomorrow. Maybe like because he gets up quite early at like 10 p.m. 10 a.m. tomorrow. He'll message me like I can't believe you said this
Yeah,
or something like that. He'll be like
that's if this goes
I
out onto
s-
the
I
onto any sort of
s-
platform. I think we put this on YouTube,
yeah
by the way. I think we just start a
bang
YouTube
on
channel
YouTube.
for it. Like, just
Yeah,
I'll
fuck
do
it.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
All right.
Yeah, I'm so down.
Okay.
I think what's it called? Joe's powerful. By the way, I'm sorry, Joe. You're fine. You're a fine mid, and you're not me, but like.
Not best off lane in the IDL because that's Jeansy. Um,
Well, actually, I was waiting for you to mention it.
where is bro going? Where is bro
What
going?
the hell is this?
Oh my lord.
What the,
Okay.
does
Okay.
Jeansy have one of these? No, I know this
Does he
isn't
have the
official.
Does he have the Itwine Toad term? Didn't think so. Although I do
Oh,
need
should I
to
get that
print.
too?
I do need to print. Jeansy's asked me to print his axe set, which I'm gonna do at some point. I just need him to send me a picture of his axe set. So Jeansy, if you're watching this, please go onto my DMs and send me a picture of your axe set.
Jeansy, if you're watching this, please go to the DM and send me a picture of your.
Of your balls. No, do not do
Yeah,
that.
here's Earthshaker as well. Please don't ban it. Here's my best off lane. They go together on
Go
my side.
together. Ah,
Anyway,
last team.
last team.
Gamers Gaming Esports 2, the gambling sponsor.
Oh yeah,
Now,
my team's the Goo Crew.
I think the
Sorry.
gamble. Oh yeah, your team's Goku. I think the gamble in this team is as having 4 people on your team before anyone else even has a second person.
Yeah, it wasn't four. It was
No, it's
three.
having 4 people, so picking three.
Oh no, it was four, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
No.
Meldagi, Borky, Matt.
Yes. So ballsy,
That is
daring.
balls.
So I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Obviously, this team is score-wise weak. They are
On the
just
elo.
like by the numbers that we've decided elo-wise,
Yeah,
effectively down a player.
yeah. I mean, the counter to that is you're essentially playing a game where your mid lane is won every single time. So that's the trade-off.
Yes.
It's like I'm gonna have a weaker side lane. I think that's fair to say because the MMR in the side lanes is a little lower than some of the other ones, just because of how the drafting works, obviously. But your mid lane
Yeah.
is literally always going to win. I think
Yes.
it's fair to say Andrew is the only player that's going to challenge Matt on a serious
Well,
level
well,
consistently. All right, you can settle now.
well. No,
Uh,
I mean, look, I see this mad guy in action. The keys are ready.
all right.
I know the
Okay.
keys are ready.
Okay. Let's hope he doesn't watch
Please,
this podcast.
mercy,
Somebody clip this.
mercy.
Please clip this.
Don't clip it. Don't
I'm
clip
gonna
it. Don't clip
overlay
it.
this
Mercy,
when
Matt.
I spectate your games and
It's
cast
gonna
it.
it's gonna be like 10 last hits at a minute, like no 10 minutes, and like oh yeah,
But
Matt will win it.
you do have Ari and Matt playing on a team again. They played on this team, well, on a team together last season, and they have the synergy. They played it before.
Yeah,
They're playing it again. They know how to play with
and
each
I mean
other.
Ari's he can play better than like I mean like elo wise the reason he's so high up is because he can play to my level. Like he can play in this like top
Echelon.
level.
Yeah.
It's just he doesn't play that much Dota anymore, and he can also play a little bit below it as well. He's one of like the higher variance players. Like he's not consistent. I don't think you'd be mad at me saying that. I think that's a fair thing to say. But I think he
Yeah.
can like punch up to a more level, and then also if the game doesn't go right, just because he doesn't play so much anymore, he can do worse than that. And so there's a question mark there. And
Yeah.
then
Not that we've
then
seen
there's
them play,
Daggy.
but they played. Not to say they did or didn't play, but in my dream they played Pudge, and there were some crazy good plays. Um,
Crazy, crazy good. Yeah.
so it was Ari playing in the off lane and a Daggy carry on this team. I do have some question marks about how strong a lane is when your two supports are low rated and your core player is also low rated. So however way they want to swing the supports, you're going to have a lane which
Mm.
has two players who are nearer the bottom of the elo charts.
I
Um,
think I so my personal opinion, and then maybe they'll try one point. I think this is a Daggy mid angle. Daggy has played a lot of mid. Daggy has done some good things mid, and I think Like
Yeah,
they're a very stable mid. You can play a defensive mid and get a decent amount if you know what you're doing, a decent amount of the lane every time.
yeah,
And Daggy's one of these players who can always get that decent amount. I wouldn't be able to. If I'm having a shit mid, I will have a very, very shit mid. And
yeah,
I think there's a lot of skill there, and I think it makes you, especially in a tournament like this, where you get people of all different ranks, quite a valuable pickup because you can take Daggy, you can send the mid, and you can be pretty sure that you're not going to be playing unless you're not because you've got Matt on your team. You're not going to be playing against some like demon mid laner who's got 15 kills because just Daggy won't let that happen.
yeah,
They are consistent.
yeah.
They're strong.
And like it will always be like, oh, okay, we've got Daggy mid. Oh, they're doing fine. Like you never look in a game and Daggy's getting shit stomped. In fact, the Daggy diff is there for a reason. Like Daggy might be
Yeah,
different.
I'm a full believer in the Daggy diff.
I think
Like I
I think a lot of people have opinions that this team, just based purely on the elo, might be weaker. But I think if Daggy's playing mid, then this team is definitely not weaker. Like they have a formula that can work, and that is putting Matt in a side lane and Ari in a side lane. Ari playing well, and then this team is a
yeah
serious contender. Like
yeah
I think they just have to figure
like
out the formula.
the comedy of Matzilo is that he is one of the only people who can like consistently 1v5.
Yeah,
And so it really doesn't matter whoever is there
yeah,
because the reason he is so like to the point where your teams end up like this when you pick him so high is because he is just a strong player. I have played a game with Matt earlier today where he just completely 1v5'd on Slark and he could completely 1v5 on Chaos Knight. He can completely 1v5 on Ember. There are these heroes that like if you let Matt get, you will not win.
yeah,
And I think that's really powerful. I
yeah,
think, especially considering Ari has a few picks like his Marcy or his Magnus, where it's like you want to ban it, you don't really want to play into it. Be like if you let one of these Matt heroes through, and there are so many that you probably will, you could like have a real problem.
yeah. And also, let's not forget, both the support duo have played a lot of games with each other. Like
Yeah.
really good mates, good synergy, and also are really comfortable playing a lot of different heroes. Like,
Yeah, I think well, Borky could have what the Lucas had in his season. If you guys remember, where it's like this is a league player who's come to Dota. Their elo is really low, but they have the mechanics
yeah,
there already.
like
So once
bulky
they get the
spellcasting is
games
really
in,
good. It's just need like
I've
more
seen them
games.
cancel a Spirit Breaker charge with Hoodwink stun, which is quite fast APM you have to do to like turn around, place the tree and stun really
Yeah,
quickly, and basically not the APM you'd expect of a Herald player, which is what
yeah,
their rank was when they were ranked. And so, and
yeah.
the elo reflects
I think
that,
they are
right? Like,
definitely not a herald player. I think that
yeah, so
needs to be
they're
said. So
underrated,
yeah,
and so there's some of it to be made up there.
yeah. So I think this team, in terms of the elo score, with Daggy playing mid, is more in terms of is more around like the 7-7 mark. I would put it at, even though it looks really low because you've got, I mean, basically a zero elo player and you've got two players with very low elo. Um,
Yeah,
but I think with Daggy mid, that is their solution. If they don't play that, maybe I'm cooked. Maybe you're cooked as well. Um,
yeah. I would love for Daggy to play mid, if only so I didn't have to play mid into Matt. I mean, I've been telling Matt this. I've been like skeleton on his shoulders saying, Matt, I think you should safe lane because Daggy mid is so much more reliable. And then I'll just go even with Daggy mid, and people will be like, yeah,
well, you'll get
going
slightly
even on
diffed,
mid
I
is
think.
well. Maybe I'll just fall on my sword. It is Daggy we're
Maybe
talking
it is
about.
Daggy. You get rizzed.
Yeah, Daggy's the goat.
Daggy is to go. But that's it. There's
That's
our
the team
team
summary of the
showdown.
teams.
So
Did anyone really listen to that?
I yeah, if you listen
DM
to
me,
that, yeah,
skibbity gyat,
yeah,
all
skibbity
one
yeah,
word. DM it to me if you listen to
yeah,
that,
and
and I
like the
will give
video.
the
But we're
first
not finished
person
yet. We're not finished
who
yet.
sent me skibbity gyat, the first person can get a quid.
If you send me a picture of your skibbity yeah, then I'll give you £2. Not directing this at
Okay,
anyone
whoa.
because, but
Uh,
if anyone did, I wouldn't be
Bing bong,
opposed to it, but
bam.
okay. Anyway, let's go on to our final segment, which
Sorry.
is
Ooh, sorry. I'm just cooking. Sorry.
okay. The
Yes.
people who
Final
are audio
awards.
listeners, if there
Oh,
are any, are gonna be.
yeah. Sorry, I took a picture of my crotch to send it. Before we go to the final segment, PSA: impersonators, fake people.
Oh yeah, there are
Yeah,
fake
yeah,
people going around. And have you got that picture that I can?
yeah.
Where's it?
I said to you earlier, Henry, smiley
Okay, yeah,
face.
I got it. I got it. Here we go.
Uh,
Yo, what's
yeah,
up, guys? It's Smurf account. This is actually the real Bojo. And if you see
yep.
people like
If you
this,
see that,
or for
friend them.
example this one, or for
Yep.
example any sort of DMs like this, where they're saying, "Can you play in the Dota tournament with us?" Here's
Yeah,
another
it's real.
example. It's real, and you should
Really
do
them.
it. And you
Really
should
them.
probably
You should do it.
tell
You
them the
should.
3 numbers on the back of your credit card
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah. So
because that helps them validate your Steam account.
Bojo, he's been playing this tournament, but he only needs £5 to sign up,
Yeah.
and you should send him that £5
Yeah,
immediately.
Finn messaged me
There's
the
a
other day and said, I need £250 of Amazon
yeah, yeah,
gift
real,
vouchers and
real, and
iTunes pounds.
I
And
did,
he did.
and now we're doing a
And now
podcast.
we're doing a podcast, so that's what you get,
That's
guys. So
that's
make
so that
sure
you
you
could
play
be
with all
here
these
next
people.
week if you friend
If you friend
the
Bojo,
fake
the real
people,
Bojo. No, the real.
the real Bojo, and actually unfriend the Bojo you're friends with now, because that's a
That's an
fake.
impersonator.
It's
That's an
always been a
impersonator.
fake. You
Because they
should
were fishing
unfriend.
today. They were fishing and they obviously
Yeah.
couldn't be
Fishing, like with
impersonated.
the PH, like the social
Oh,
engineering fishing, right? That's the link, right? Bojo went fishing
but
because
the fake,
real the
no,
fake
fake
Bojo
Bojo was actually,
was
wait,
fishing
fake
with the
Bojo was
PH.
fishing, but the real one was fishing with a PH. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
So
That
free
was
up all these Smurf accounts.
Yeah, that was not the final segment, but this is the final
That
segment
was
now.
not. No, that was the PSA. It was an
Okay.
in between.
Also, we've been
Fuck
going
off. I'm sorry.
51 minutes. We were meant
Yeah,
to
I'm
be like
sorry.
20
Sorry. Go to
minutes.
bed. I know you got. I know. I
No,
know.
no, no.
I'm a
Let's get the
yapper.
segment.
I'm a
Let's get the
yapper.
segment.
Right, right. Final segment. Right. Awards.
Awards, prediction awards. We've got 15 quid on this, by the way. So
Yes.
this is
Squeeze. I mean, wait, 15 quid, but maybe what we give 5 of the 30 quid that the winner gets to whoever got the most guesses right who listened.
yeah, yeah. Five
You guys
pounds
can
to
send us
five
your
pounds
guesses.
to the listener with the most guesses. So what are the topics then? What's the
Right. Best. So we brought back all the ones from the Lowground podcast. So best pods one, best pods two, best pods three, best pods four, best pods five. Most improved, favorite caster, and punching up. So I mean, I surely best pos 1 through 5. You understand? So everyone will vote. This is a bit populist, you know. It will not be the objective best pos 3. Sometimes the objective best pos 3 won't get best pos 3. Um, sorry. uh, but yeah, people will vote, and so it won't be just whoever like whichever pos won. It'll be whichever pos one people thought did the best.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you could have pos ones who people didn't know as pos ones doing really well. You could have people who were punching above their weight. This is just like that, and then you've got punching up is for your player Bajan, who has the elo the lowest, who does consistently above their elo. Most improved is for the player like who started maybe not so good and ended like consistently delivering. And then we've added well, favorite caster is the favorite caster. It's
Hmm?
Hmogger.
JJ Overcast guys.
We've added highest average imp, lowest average imp, highest hero versatility, lowest hero versatility, and most importantly, the Jace award.
Which I don't know spoilers on this one.
No spoilers. That's for us to know, the
Yeah,
Jace award.
yeah, yeah.
And one other person, one other crucial person. Right.
Okay, well, shall I give mine first and then you give yours?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
go
yeah.
from bottom to top because we want to end at the J Sword. Best plus 5. I am gonna put Lucas for best pos 5. Best
So
pos.
classic. A
Yep,
good shout.
yep. Best pos 4. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. No, no. Okay, no. I was gonna pick Bajan for 5, but no, I'm gonna go Lucas for 5. Best pos 4. I'm gonna say Goldrin. I think it's gonna be best pos 4.
Alright.
Best pos 3. I think. Let's do. Who have we got for this one? I mean, it's hard to bet against Jeansy, but
I can't blame you if
yeah,
you could have
I
put
think I'm
GNC.
gonna pick Jeansy. Pos 2, I'm gonna say JPK, and then Pos 1,
Ugh,
I think is gonna
get off
be.
it.
I think it's gonna be Custard for best Pos 1.
Alright.
Highest
I like it.
versatility, Higgsy. He's gonna play whatever the Zerks he wants, and obviously infamously high hero versatility. Lowest, who was low last time? I think Bayesian is gonna be low versatility.
It's a good shout. It's a good shout.
Yeah. Highest average imp. Who farms imp? Matt does farm imp, but I'm gonna say Edgar for highest imp.
Edgar.
Lowest
I like
imp, I'm gonna say. Hmm. Who's a low imp farmer? Like who just farms low imp? In fact, I'm playing offlane. It might be me for lowest imp because last season I was high imp, but this season it might be low imp me.
all right, all
Uh,
right, all right.
but I don't know about that one. I'm gonna say yeah. I'll say me for lowest imp because I
Yeah.
have no idea how it's gonna go. Most improved. I'm gonna say Bajan.
Yeah, it's almost a Beijing free space, but
Yeah,
we'll
punching
see.
up. I'm gonna say punching up. I might say Charlie for punching up because
That's a good shout.
yeah, and then favorite caster
Taking a lot of his team here.
JJ forever, and the Jace award. I'm gonna. This is tough, but I'm probably gonna say Jace.
Yeah, I maybe I wouldn't say that.
Okay,
Um,
well let's go.
all right. My pick for the best plus five, uh, is going to be. It's so tempting to just pick my team here, but I'm going to resist. Let me look at the let me look at the others again
All right.
because I would just put my team. Best plus five. Oh, it's Jordan. Sorry, it's just obviously Jordan in my mind.
Oh
That's
yeah. Oh, actually, Jordan is the best possible. I might have to change my
I
answer.
mean,
Sorry, Lucas.
I
I'm
mean,
changing
like
mine to Jordan.
it's a bit like maybe he won't win it because you don't really want to vote for the guy who just Elo wise, he's obviously the best bots five. Like he kind of clears the competition, but I think also he will even play above his Elo. Like on his
Yeah.
team, he's going to do a lot. I think it's an easy JJ pick. Best pos four. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put my full confidence in the me who did the drafting and pick Jabba. Okay, I think
Okay.
towards the end of the season, people are going to start to fear the Jabba Podpor if I've done my job correctly. I think I'm going to sculpt him into a menace, into like a when you're like, guys, we have to do something. Their carry's been farming a while. People are going to be saying that about my Pos 4.
Yep.
Okay, that's
Fan of
that's
that.
that's
Fan
what
of
I'm talking
that.
about. Best Pos 3. Now I wouldn't. Now I'd usually say Jeansy, right? Because like I mean he's the highest elo core in his team and he's got to play really good and stuff like that. But you know what? It's fucking Dev.
Dev.
It's Dev. I've been so impressed ever since the in-house league where he just kept winning over and over again. I think Dev. I think he's going to be a demon.
Demon
I think
Dev.
he's going to do quite good. I think best pos two. Hmm. Some people say he should have been thinking of this while Andy did his. I'm going to say Matt. So daring. I know,
That is
Matt
an
Mellon.
absolutely crazy statement.
Oh, whoa. The best pos two is the best pos two. That's crazy. But I think I'm going to say that because I think Matt's team might start to do quite well. And I don't think anyone's going to be surprised that when part of that is Matt starts dropping these demon level performances.
Yeah.
I think Matt's going to become an Avengers level threat. I think he'll rise to the challenge. Best pos one. I'm going to say Lilith. I, I, I
All right.
I had been planning on picking Lilith originally.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers. It didn't shake up that way because I got the chance for Edgar, who hadn't lost a captain's draft season 2 seasons in a row. Sounds good, Sounds like something you can't pass up. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Lilith for that reason. Highest tier of versatility, Andrew.
Ooh, good shout.
I have lost a captain's draft season to Andrew's ability to play Tusk mid. So you know what?
Yep.
He can fucking win on anything, and he's gonna win on everything. Lowest tier of versatility. I'm gonna go ahead and put JPK.
Damn.
No, because people will ban it. No, he will be playing anything.
Yeah, I think he
Hmm.
will.
Lowest tier of versatility. I'm gonna put Ryan. I'm gonna put because I'm just gonna pick in the same hero, and then when this is correct, when that comes out to be correct, because I just pick in the same hero, Henry's gonna win me 15 quid. It's
Okay.
fucking genius. Highest
Genius.
average imp. Now I can't speak to what the future holds, but I'm gonna go ahead and put me.
For tooting his own horn.
now, and now not to cover both my bases, but lowest average imp I'm also gonna put me. Just to cover both. I don't see the meme where it's like the scary road with the dark castle
Yeah,
and then the
yeah, yeah,
blessed
yeah, yeah,
road with
yeah.
the lovely thing. I see only two options: highest average imp or
Or
lowest average imp.
lowest.
There is no
The
goddamn way
ultimatum.
I'm ending in the middle ground. This is I'm going mid to ball or fall,
Yeah.
and that's gonna happen. Most improved is Bajan, obviously.
Yep.
I mean, look up Bajan Warlock GIF, and then
Page
by the end,
Warlock. That was
it's
before
so
the season
big.
started, so we can't
It's
use that
so
in the comparison.
big. Um, punching up. I think I put Dev again.
Hmm.
I'm a I'm a I'm a Dev dick rider. What can I say?
What the
Favorite
heck?
caster. Called JJ or H Mog. Mm-mm. How many games you played in custom this season, Henry?
I'll cast as many as possible.
I'm putting me. No, I'll put you because you put JJ.
Thanks.
That way everyone
Okay.
wins.
Then
For
everyone
the
wins.
Jace award, I'm gonna put Jace.
I would. Okay. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
We
like
agree
that.
on that one.
Yeah, yeah. I
That's
like
good at
that.
least.
Do we get to
Anyway,
decide who gets these at the end, by the way, or is it
no,
like a
no,
group
we'll
vote?
vote. We'll do voting, except maybe one.
Except the Jace Award. I
Well, the
think we
ones, the
decide the
ones that are
Jace
like
Award.
objective, like the highest average, imp, and most hero
Yeah, yeah,
versatility,
okay. Yeah,
we
yeah,
won't decide. We'll just
yeah. Yeah,
check. But
yeah.
like the ones where it's like best and punching up and favorite class,
Yeah, yeah.
those will be vote.
Yep.
Uh, so keep in mind if people do good jobs, remember it. Oh, clips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, good point. If you've got this far, I probably mentioned something about it in general chat, but if you have any clips from like Twitch, clip them and send them to us, and we will feature them in the next pod, and then we will react and we'll do like a little clip section. That'll be
Yeah.
one of the sections of the video. So
Mhm.
we'll do clips. And then anything else that we need to say?
Uh,
Salam alaikum.
you're all brilliant. Salam alaikum.
Yeah, you're all brilliant.
You're all brilliant. Anyone who's listened this far, I love you personally.
Yes, that it's
Um,
been over an hour and you've stuck
yeah,
to our ramblings. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you're
yeah.
excited for more of these. I don't think all of them are going to be this long. I think we just
No,
kind of got carried
hopefully.
away.
Well,
They
let me
could
cook
be.
actually.
They could be. Let us cook. We're just gonna
Uh,
put no time limit on it, and this is
yeah,
episode 0. So stay tuned for the first episode next week.
which will be the shortest one because we've already spoken about
We've already
everything that
spoken
happened in
about
that
everything,
week.
but do let us know any improvements you have. Also, a
Yes.
point to make: let us know if we should play some like elevator music in the background or something like that, like some like good
Mhm.
vibes, like reggae or anything. You can have a suggestion,
And
and
if you want us to talk about the current events in the given week, you
yeah, current events, politics, and all.
let's make this fucking 3 hours long. Let's just bung it all in. Maybe we'll play a Dota game in the middle. I mean,
Oh,
why
that would
not?
be a crazy episode. I don't-
What, we just play a Dota game while we talk?
yeah, I mean, it wouldn't go that well, but yeah.
No, it would.
Um, so
Yes.
yeah. Apart from that, this has
Uh,
been an IDL UK official affiliated podcast, rebooted,
mm,
the High Ground podcast, Tour, Hawk 3, the Lowground podcast. And thanks everyone for tuning in.
Thank you.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
See you next time.
See ya.